Absolutely.
And I think that's just a predicament that they're in.
But you could also, bring up some of these some people that is not going to make it as far as a wrestler. But yeah, it's a budget thing. Because
Bray Wyatt was a good manager at one point, and then they made him an actual wrestler. Remember, he was a manager at first.
But yeah, we'll see they. Next up is we have the backstage. Orton and the Authority were talking. Mm-hmm. Orton says you need to take care of Rollins, or he will. Dun, dun, dun. Then we have Brie versus Nikki. If ever who wins, the other one has to be the assistant. Nikki wins with the Bella Breaker.
The Bella.
I'm gonna call it Bella Breaker because I ain't heard it called anything else. So.
You mean the Rack Attack?
No, good Lord.
I
like that one better. I like Rack
They
Attack.
actually call it the Rack Attack.
I didn't hear them call it. I'm sorry. That must be part of fast forwarding.
The one where it looks like she's going to torture Rack.
Yeah, it's a Rack Attack.
Yeah, they call it the Rack
No, I know
Attack.
why they call it Rack Attack.
Well, we all know
it's not because of the torture rack.
Oh, no, it's because of the 2.0s.
It's the racks on the front. But yeah, I can see that. So now Brie has to be her assistant for 30 days. We all picked Nikki Bella to win.
Yeah.
Next up, we had Dream Dust versus the Usos.
JP say, ooh, you say what?
I say no, not champions and no longer in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. We all picked Dream Dust to win, and they did. Wins when Goldust hit Dark Matter.
You mean Crossroads?
No, it was Dark Matter. It was Flying Dark Matter.
Flying Dark Matter?
Yeah.
Wow.
Then we had Cena versus Orton. Cena wins with the he puts Orton through a table. I thought it was a good match.
That was a good match. It was a good Hell in a Cell.
Let me see how we picked that one. Steven and Mike had Cena. Me and JP had Orton. And
so you're
Cena
not
won.
hearing voices in your head?
Not this week.
Okay.
I am now after Monday Night Raw.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
So, but the Cena-Orton match, I thought it was great. I'm glad it was not the main event. I'm glad they put it in the right place.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great match. And you didn't need blood to have a great Hell in a Cell.
No, you don't.
No.
Listen, I heard that from a couple of people. Oh, it's a Hell in a Cell match, no blood. Really?
But why
That's
do you
the one thing you're going to say about the match.
Is it just because of all the Hell in a Cells we've had, it has had blood?
No, it's just because listen, it's that style. And you know who I blame for all of this?
No,
ECW.
don't you do it.
No.
Don't you say Mick Foley.
I do.
Oh,
I do. No. And I'm going to tell you why. Because he was the guy who used to be at the forefront of doing that kind of stuff to get over with the fans during the Attitude Era. And now it's a different era. Guys don't want to do it. No. I'm not bashing him for it. See, stop taking what I'm saying. I'm not bashing him for it, but I'm saying he was the guy who could not do a match like that and not bleed, so people became accustomed to it.
But
I'm not saying he's a bad guy for it. I'm just saying that's where they get it from.
We're Mick Foley paid for, he did a lot of great things, and I will agree with JP on this. He's done a lot of great things for WWE. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't care what anybody says.
Of course.
For what he did do in the WWE, yes, there's some bad. And I like a hardcore match. Don't get me wrong. But you don't have to this is a different era. Different time. It doesn't work now like it did back then.
Yep.
So I'm okay with it not being as hardcore.
Yeah.
But JP is right. If it wasn't for Mick Foley in the hardcore division, which was a title basically for Mick Foley, then there's a bad point to that. Than having Mick Foley bleeding and doing everything else.
Well, it cut his career short, a lot short.
A lot of them.
Because he couldn't do half the things. But what I wanted to say was Hell in a Cell, the first Hell in a Cell with Michaels and Undertaker. That one was a very bloody match, too, though.
Well, no, there's been a lot of bloody matches. We had Triple H and Rock, you name it, Stone Cold.
That's the thing. I agree with you, JP. It might be the style, but I see that, whenever you have a Hell in a Cell, There was always blood.
But you don't have to have that.
And that's why I say I don't blame just him, but I blame him because he was kind of that guy that, not only was it good enough that I wasn't bleeding, but then I had to do thumbtacks in a Hell in a Cell. Right. Then I had to do something else. And again, I credit him for raising that bar, but then you also trap people into this belief of, well, I want more because it's Hell in a Cell because so-and-so did it.
But here's the thing with the Hell in a Cell. As long as they use the Hell in a Cell to their advantage, I'm okay. Which they did. There was a Hell in a Cell a couple years ago. No one got thrown into the cage. No one did anything. They just had a regular match inside the ring. Nothing else happened.
Yeah.
That is bogus. Yeah. That is BS. That's where you got Hell in a Cell. You're going to get thrown into the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
You're going to probably use the steps outside the ring. You're probably going to try to go up to the top of the Hell in a Cell.
Well, my favorite part.
I love, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
The other match was great too.
Well, the thing
I thought it was great
about a Hell in a Cell that I didn't see this year was, the thing I love. I don't care if you go on top. I don't care if you get thrown from the top or any of that. I care less.
Of course you don't. I mean, you're the one that got your neck broken.
Yeah, I did. The thing I like is going through the cell. Like when you're in the cell and you go through it. That's my favorite part, is when they actually break the cell.
Right.
And you don't see that a lot.
You won't see that, and that's fine. I don't have to see that to be a good Hell in a Cell match.
Very true.
And use the surroundings. Okay, it's like having an Extreme Rules match and not going extreme. Please, okay? It's like using a table match and not going through a table.
John Cena and Brock Lesnar, Extreme Rules.
But no, I know, but that's the point. But anyway, I thought it was a good match. Next, we had Sheamus versus Miz. Sheamus won with the bro kick.
Match of the night.
We all agreed that, yeah, really, outside the ring.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Was great. I think we all had Sheamus winning.
Okay.
Because we knew what was next, and we'll talk about that. Yeah, we did. Next, we had Nikki poured a smoothie on Brie because it wasn't. Exactly
well, it wasn't right.
Wasn't right.
It wasn't right.
Wasn't right,
Michael. It had too many blueberries in it. She asked for 3, not 4. Okay.
Yeah, I don't blame her. Hey, you don't get my drink right. Give me Steven. As a matter of fact, Javier, go get me another drink. This ain't the right Coke I want. All right. Anyway,
I thought Javier got fired months ago.
He did, but we don't tell James.
I hear voices in my head. Give me a break.
Hey, at least he showed up. I mean, I ain't seen intern Stephanie in weeks.
Yeah. She's still an intern here? Because I think she's kind of like her quota's gone.
You usually don't see her because she's under the table.
Yeah.
Anyway. Sorry.
You're so glad she doesn't listen to this
show. What? Oh, sorry. Wrong table.
How did I not know about that? Anyway. Yeah, you know what? I thought it was a good cell match. It was.
Yeah,
it was good. It didn't need blood. Not for those two guys.
No,
not for those two guys.
It's Orton and Cena.
Now, again, if I see Bray Wyatt versus somebody, I might want to see a busted lip. I might want to see something cut up because of the way he is, the style that he fights.
A little bit hard.
Right. Cena Orton, I'm fine with no blood because they're two athletes.
Ryback and Rusev in Hell in a Cell.
I might want to see somebody get hit with a chair or something. Yeah, I might want to see something.
Yeah.
Speaking of Rusev, the next one was Rusev versus Big Show. Rusev wins with the Acolyte, thanks to help of Mark Henry.
Yeah, thanks to help. Yeah,
didn't see that heel turn coming.
We didn't see that one at all. We all picked Rusev. We all knew that one. Then we had Paige versus AJ for the Divas title. AJ won with the Black Widow after Fox threw Paige back in the ring outside.
Hey, Daniel Bryan, I didn't see you in here.
Yeah.
Me and Steven had Paige. Mike and JP had AJ.
And if I just would have picked AJ, I would have went undefeated.
Yep.
Undefeated.
Because he loves her so much.
He does.
He just loves her so much. She's past Sunny.
Do what, Mike?
I love her so much. She's my favorite. She's my new favorite. She's past Sunny as my new favorite.
See, I say it again.
He's so excited he can't,
Yeah.
wait.
He's
Can't-
so
can't
nervous.
quite
He's
get
not
the
even
words
in the
out
room,
right.
and he's like,
But
"I love her."
You know
so
what
much.
though? I will say this, and this is what we had reservations about these two. It's almost time for this. It's almost time for them to move on to something else.
Yeah,
I think we would all agree. We've had these two now for like 5 matches.
5 straight.
Like we've got them, and
And it looks
AJ
like they are.
And AJ's won the last 2.
I know.
Once somebody wins 2 or 3 in a row, time to
No,
get
you
something
need to change it
else.
up. I agree. Hey, I love Paige, but you need to change it up.
Hey,
I
at
just-
least you've established her now.
Yeah.
You can always let her go away out of it for a month or 2, then bring her back
Well,
to it.
and think about it. They
Yep.
will because she's on the next season of Total Divas.
Here's what we should do. Why not for the Royal Rumble? Why do we not have a Rumble match for the Divas?
Mm-hmm.
And whoever wins gets a Divas title shot at Mania.
Dude, that'd
You
be-
know, that would
Why
be.
not? I'm just saying, why not?
I can
Because
think
then you
of
can
one
bring
name.
1 or 2 or 3 of the NXT girls up.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them wins it.
I can bring up one name. I don't want to see Cameron in the ring. No offense.
But if you put her in that type of match, it doesn't matter because you don't have to look at just her. She
It could
be in
be
the match.
it could be a pre-show thing.
That's my.
I'd be fine
Or
with
why
it.
not have it kick off Rumble?
Yeah, because you
I'm
could
just
bring
saying,
somebody in there.
why not bring that match in there? Have them fight for something. Like I don't know.
No, they do need a fight for something.
You could bring a woo to the
Creative, call me.
Yeah.
What?
Creative, call
You just
me.
want to see. You just really want to see Sasha Banks in here soon.
Why not?
Yeah.
I know. I'm just. I'm fun.
Oh
He's
no,
already
that's fine.
called
I
her
don't. want-
today.
No, that's fine. I don't like looking at hot chicks on my TV.
No,
Said
I like
no
it too.
straight guy ever.
All right.
It's true.
Next up, we
Probably no
had
gay man ever. either.
they had Ambrose versus Rollins was the main event. They start on Hell in a Cell at the top. Rollins send Noble and Mercury to the top of the cage.
God.
They
The
get beat up.
goons of the authority.
They hold Ambrose
Cruiserweight
down.
goons.
Yeah, they hold Ambrose down as Rollins beats him with a cane. Rollins and Ambrose go crashing through a table because it's the Mick Foley Foundation.
Right.
Going through the table outside the cage. I thought it was pretty. What I didn't like about the match, I did not like the delay, the timeout. You called the timeout basically because everybody in the arena knew they were getting back up and finishing the match. Everybody knew it.
yeah.
Well, but again, it brings back that whole Mick Foley deal.
The
But you do it with
stretchers.
both guys this time instead of one.
Yeah, but one guy
And
gets
again,
up and brings
right,
the
that's
other
true.
guy.
But again,
That's true.
this is where I said back when they started Hell in a Cell, they backed themselves in a little bit of a corner with these cell matches, and they felt they had to do certain things when they don't.
But then they get back in the ring. They have a great match.
These
Bray-
two work well together. I
Yeah.
can't deny that.
Before the lights go out and Bray Wyatt comes back, Rollins wins after Wyatt slams Ambrose, and I know I picked Rollins. I was trying to see who else picked
I
Rollins.
picked Rollins.
Steven picked Rollins. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, well, you got 2 losses then. You didn't win. Okay. Well, Mike won. Congratulations, Mike.
What do you mean I didn't win? Rollins won.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, and Mike and
What's
JP
wrong with you, Summit?
I know. Anyway, Rollins won. Bray Wyatt's back. I thought it was a great way to bring Bray Wyatt back. We got about 30 seconds.
All right.
You would because your guy won the match.
yeah.
Dude, it was a great – if you
No,
want to
it
bring him
was.
back, I didn't like him interfering in Seth Rollins' match. We talked about it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a perfect place to bring him back.
All I know is
Bring
he's
him
going to
back.
get him some of Dean Ambrose, son. I'm going to tell you that now.
That's going to be a good rivalry. I'm looking forward
Listen,
to
I'm
it.
all about Dean Ambrose.
I
That guy
know.
is great. The Churker fight match that he had with where he put the pumpkin on old boy's head, Cesaro, that was great. Go back and watch that match from SmackDown. It was great.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
That was great.
I heard about that.
Speaking of which, we're going to take a break, come back, and then we'll talk about Raw. And we got some news about Elimination Chamber.
Uh-oh.
Be back in a few minutes. You listen to Wrestling with Attitude.